couple years ago, my friend Larry called me up and he invited me to go on a road trip with him. He said, I've decided to drive through all 48 connected states in 1 month. I'm going to carry an American flag, and at the end of the trip, I'm going to present it to this ship. It's joining the Navy, and I want to be there in San Francisco. It's called the USS America. I think it'd be cool to give him a flag. He said, I'm going to be the face of the trip. I'll do all the driving. You just have to navigate because I'm not good with maps. And you can be the photographer. And I said, you know, I've known you 25 years. That is the dumbest idea you've had yet. And Larry said, I knew you'd think it was a good one. So in the end, we did our flag trip in 3 parts, not just one. This is kind of a map I drew of where we went. And I talked him out of a month. I said, we're too old. We'll kill ourselves if we try and do it in a month. He said, okay, how about 2 months? And I said, oh, okay, if that's the best you can do. So we also got to go to Alaska and Hawaii because we had an extra couple weeks. Actually, we were in Alaska on Friday and Hawaii on Monday morning. It got kind of crazy at the end. But we did make it to the commissioning of the America, and we were right on schedule. Basically, we just drove around and we'd see somebody and I'd just go up and say, hey, you want to hold this flag for a few seconds? These guys were fixing a highway in Delaware and I thought it looked cool. So people would look at us, I'd say, it just takes a 60th of a second. Just give me a 60th of a second. So I took literally thousands and thousands of pictures, and I think about a dozen of them are really, really good. But I don't want to talk about those. I want to talk about this picture tonight. This, if nobody was around, I just take a picture of Larry with the flag, and this is in downtown Milwaukee on the second day of our second leg. And I just want to mention a couple things about this picture. If you see, Larry's leaning against a ledge there. And basically, to get the angle I wanted, I had to climb up on the same ledge that's on the other side of the bridge and kind of walk out along it. And this sounds like a joke, but I started to climb up on this ledge, and I looked down and I saw my shoelace was coming untied. And I thought it over, and I thought, you know, it'd be more dangerous to climb back down and fix my shoelace and climb back up again. I'm already up on this ledge, so I'm just kind of going to inch out along the ledge. To give you another look at where I was, this is kind of where I was taking the picture from. The other thing, if you notice in the picture, the thing that really makes it work, all the other flags are really flying pretty nicely, and that's what attracted me to it. But what that also means is there's a really high wind at the moment. So what's happened is I have this image in my head. That's a really interesting building in the background. It's the art museum, the Milwaukee Art Museum. And I've been thinking this would be cool. I got all the flags, I got the art museum, which is maybe the most distinctive building we saw on the whole trip now that I think of that. But basically, to sum up, I'm on a ledge, I'm 30 feet up in the air, and there's a high wind blowing. And my shoelace is untied. The thing I wanted to talk to you about today is that the photograph isn't reality. It's just an image. It's a process. There was a sensor in my camera. I put it on a little card. I put the card in the computer. It's just digital. It's not reality. The reality is, if I fall off that ledge, I'm not going to be getting up for a while, if I ever get up. This is a painting by one of my favorite artists. He's a Belgian surrealist named René Magritte. And a lot of people think this picture is called "This Is Not a Pipe," because that's what the caption says, but Magritte actually called it the treachery of images. He was kind of making a riff on little kids' alphabet books. This is a tiger, this is an elephant. It's not really an elephant, it's not really a tiger. It's not really a pipe. You can't put tobacco in it, you can't smoke it. It's just an image. He's also right that images, oh, I'm sorry. Magritte's title for this painting was The Treachery of Images. And he's right that images can be treacherous, which the photo in Milwaukee teaches me that. These days, one of the life lessons I've tried to learn is if I'm trying to capture an image, no matter what you're looking at, you really can't overlook reality. Thank you.